All right, in this video, I'm going to go over the second assignment in our Tinkercad class. It is called Lesson Projects. So the learning target for this one is today we will start a lesson project on Tinkercad, so we're able to apply what we learned from the starter lessons while creating an object by following given steps. So basically, you'll get to choose from a few things that you want to make, and it's going to have some steps to teach you how to do it. If you want to see the history of CAD again, you can certainly find this slideshow and go ahead and watch it for yourself, but I'm going to skip this. You should have finished all 10 of the starter lessons, so you should kind of have a basic idea of how Tinkercad works. I am going to go over two really important concepts, aligning objects and grouping objects. So aligning objects just means that we line them up in a straight line. And I'll kind of go over an example with that. So let's say, for example, I have this cylinder and I'm going to drag out a sphere here. Okay. Now let's say I want the sphere to be right on top of the cylinder and I want it lined up perfectly and centered. Okay. So first, let's see, I want to see how tall the cylinder is. So I'm going to click on it, click on the white dot on the top, and it tells me that it's 20 millimeters. And I know that it's 20 millimeters because my snap grid is set as millimeters. So I'm going to raise up the sphere up to 20 centimeters. So I click on it, or millimeters, I'm sorry, and then click on the little black cone on top, and I can drag it up until it gets to 20. All right, so right there. Now I could drag the sphere over on top of the cylinder, but it's much easier and more precise to use the alignment tool. So to use the alignment tool, I'm going to draw a box around my two objects. I'm going to click over here where the alignment tool is, and it brings it up, and that's going to bring up these black dots. Basically, if you put your cursor on a black dot, it'll show you how it would move one of the objects and stack them up, okay? On this one, I want them to be centered in the middle, so I'm going to click the middle dot here. I'm also going to click the middle dot on the side, and it should be lined up perfectly. It also allows you to align things at the bottom, middle, or top of other objects as well, so you can kind of play with that. All right, so that's kind of alignment. And then if I wanted to group these two objects, because right now they're two totally separate pieces, if I wanted to turn those into one continuous piece, again, I'm going to draw my little box around it. I'm going to, right over here, I'm going to click on the grouping tab, and it groups it together, so now it all turns into one object. It does turn it into one color. If you like the multiple colors, you can always click on it, click on the color over here, and choose multicolor, and it'll put it back to the original colors. To be honest, guys, as far as the printing goes, it doesn't matter what color it looks like on the screen. All that matters is what color plastic's in the printer. So that's alignment and grouping. All right, some other kind of things to remember. One of the real benefits of CAD is that it is very precise, so you can switch it between inches and millimeters. Again, I like to keep it at millimeters because they're smaller and more exact. But if you wanted to switch it, you would just come over here and click Edit Grid, and you can switch it to inches. But I'm just going to leave it at millimeters for now. Let's see. What else do we need to go over here? Another big help on Tinkercad, guys, is the undo button. A lot of times when you're experimenting with designs, you might do something and it doesn't react the way that you wanted it to. So the easiest thing to do is just click the undo button and take it back to your last step. The undo button can be found at the top of your screen right over here where this arrow is pointing. And it's just huge. Anytime I make a mistake, I just click undo and it takes it back that step so you can kind of slow down and think about what you're doing. To get all of this, you're going to go to the Tinkercad website and click on Sign In. Like always, we'll click Sign In with Google. You should be in our class. You're going to then click on Learn here. After that, you're going to click on the Lessons tab in the middle. When you click on Learn, it's going to take you to those starter lessons again. You're going to click on that middle tab, which is Lessons, and that's going to bring up some of the different lessons that you can choose from. The way that kind of looks in real life, let's see, let me get back over to my main Tinkercad screen. And again, I'm just going to go into Learn. I'm going to click on the lessons here. You can see all lessons. And then you can just kind of pick one and it'll follow the directions and make it. The one that I will not accept, I will not accept the basic ring here, just because that's too easy. The two I would strongly recommend would be the chess piece and the dice. I just feel like you learn a lot from doing those, but you can pick any of the other ones you want. You just need to make sure that you complete it. So I believe, yeah, to be successful, guys, you just need to pick one of those lessons and complete it. If you have questions, let me know.